What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. The ball pops out on the return. Recovered by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Aguilar. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on 2nd down.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the single back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Jackson will throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right on the money. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll be brought down.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Oh, what a move. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Razorbacks are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield. It's Russell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the...
Oh, it's blocked! Defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And remember, he's already had 1 blocked in this game. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up 14 over Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A quick pass to the left. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Unloads quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The RPO is complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short game.
RPO, nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this off.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Thomas. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
The ball pops out. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches, but you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 82 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes it on the run. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on third down. Complete downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Just enough time to get off one more snap. The play action fake. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark?
He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Lots of running room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Platt.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find...
He gets a hand on it. Scoop it up and go. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Kansas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get swarmed to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On the run, it's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Toss sweep to the right. Fights off a defender. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. Turning on the Jets. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We've come come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Catch in the middle, it's Bishop. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Slips a tackle and he's got room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. The Vols need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Jackson gonna throw it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
Turning it on! It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the side...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now improvising. There he goes. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. They want that clock to run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Volunteers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Jackson gonna throw it. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just getting the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.